The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about, man, Tay Savage just went off and exposed the dude that snitched on him in 2013 and got him sentenced to 20 years. Let's jump straight into it. For those that don't remember, you know, the drill scene wasn't as covered as much as it is covered today. You only had a few blogger outlets. You had ACT at the time. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to a vlogger or to see what was really going on, it was Zach TV, rest in peace. If you was paying attention to the drill scene in 2013, around the time Tay Savage got locked up, everything was Zach TV. But that's a whole nother story. But rest in peace, Zach. I just wanted to give him his flowers. You know, Tay at that time, if you go listen to all his interviews and know what was going on at that time, it was best for him to go ahead and take that 10 years because he was in the process of beating the cess and the neef junk. And I can guarantee you the prosecutor wanted that man bad. So you're going to sit there and play with your life and try to go for a third trial when they offering 20 years at 50% and you know you guilty. I would have went ahead and took that time too. Sometimes you got to know when to hold and when to fold when you're dealing with that justice system. Sometimes you got to know, no, I got to try to get a better hand. Sometimes you got to know what, you know what, I'm about to go ahead and take my time. My personal opinion is that man's name got so hot in the city that if somebody would have tripped and failed, that they would have blamed it on him. When your name get to that point in your city, and this is what I try to tell y'all shortly, when y'all get to really doing that type of work and you holding it down to the point that your ops know you, the hood know you, law enforcement know you, oh yeah, they're going to try to lock you up for any little small thing. But at the same time, the one thing I got to say is, I bet you Tay Savage didn't have the type of calm, collective mindset and getting money type of mindset that he got now versus when he got locked up. So it probably took 8-9 years for him to slow down. I'm pretty sure, you know, he converted to Muslim, or I don't know if he was Muslim before, but the Muslim faith and calmed him down. And how the man is right now, saving the youth, talking to the younger generation. And if anybody can relate to being in them streets and going through certain things, getting hidden up, getting accused of this, going to trial for this, is that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, his story is really real. So I feel like at the same time, that era is over with. The era where it used to be you can get out on street dudes and street dudes ain't gonna run to law enforcement and they ain't gonna tell, it's over with. Dudes is running to law enforcement and running to the internet every time they go through something in the streets. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So if dudes weren't doing this in 2013 when Tay got locked up, imagine what they doing right now in 2025. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I urge a lot of y'all shorties is, man, I just hope it's worth it, whatever you getting in the streets for. I say this on a lot of videos. Know what you jumping in the streets for. Because when it go good at the end or if it go bad, at least you can sit back and know why you got in the streets. A lot of shorties is just jumping in the streets to it look cool. But once they lose a homie or once they get popped or once they get this, they starting to reconsider what decisions they want to go with in life. So know what you doing when you get in them streets. Like Tay Savage, the same thing with dude. You know, it came with the streets. He had to go sit down and go do 10 years. That's what came with the decision that he made to jump in the street. I'm pretty sure he could have did way other things in life, but he ended up turning out way successful to me and the person that's watching it. But that just goes to show you, man, that sometimes prison saves people lives, man, by slowing them down, giving them time to sit back and think. Because when you on the streets and you gang banging and it's coming full-fledged at you every day and at any given time it can go up, you don't got time to sit back and think. But in prison, what's the one thing that you got? You got plenty of time to sit back and think and come up with a plan and learn how to not go back. And that's the one thing I got to give to Tay Savage. Other than that little violation for the little Chubb situation at his party or whatever, dude really don't be going in and out of the system, man. Because dude, no, he didn't have to sit back there for years. Trust me. Dude like that, only trying to get his money, man, to take care of his kids. But at the end of the day, he exposed the dude that got him 20 years at 50%. But at the same time, I think it saved his life, but it's easier said than done. He had to make it for almost 10 years back there. There's some dudes go back there for 18 months and get carried out on the stretcher. So it's easier said than done, but I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?